Hello, this is Blind Blue Ninja, and I just wanted to catch you guys up on some new Fnaf teasers for the Five Nights at Freddy's VR. Now, I'm not going to be recording anything on this series because it would be too much hassle to get my stuff to record on the PS4 and stuff like that, especially with VR. So yeah, but I'm a bit late to the news, but I just wanted to catch you guys up on if you hadn't seen it yet. So. Here's a teaser image of Freddy. So, for each of the animatronics, you should be repairing them. So, yeah, I think Freddy's probably going to be one of the last repairs because it looks the most sinister. And as you know, Scott normally makes the games more sinister the further you go into the story. So you can already see here that there's a child's hat in his mouth, and you may have seen the picture before where there's like a shoe in his thing where you're meant to be preparing in his chest. Yeah, so there's the two walks, kind of stuff like that. There's nothing much else about his picture. Then there's this. I think this is the prize corner in the description on the website where they've announced Help Wanted on PlayStation. I said there's a prize corner and there's lots of like toys and stuff around here. And there might be stuff in the crates which you eventually collect the more mini games you do in the game. So yeah, you can see there's a Funtime Foxy because of the speaker. There's 3 different babies. This one looks like some sort of golden baby. This is the normal baby, and this is a blue baby. And they all have blue eyes, I think, which means that they're baby before they got possessed by Elizabeth. So, for you guys who don't know a lot of the theory, Elizabeth is William Afton's daughter. William Afton's the purple guy. And, yeah, so then she got put into Circus Baby, which is one of Purple Guy's first animatronics. And, yeah, she ended up possessing him, kind of a sinister sort of person. And, yeah, this one I think's really interesting. So, first of all, there's Bonnet here. You can tell by the green eyes and, like, the pink skin as well. She's coming out of a drawer, which, like, looks really good. It's going to be FNAF 4, but it looks like they've added a lot to that as well, which is interesting. I don't think the lava lamp was there in the original game, but I think the fan was there. And I'm not sure if the ventilation is going to be anything important either. But yeah, that looks really good. So next one is, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 4 again. This is the drawer where Bonnet was. You can see by the setup of the room, and obviously there's Nightmare Forever. So, an earlier teaser trailer was meant to be from FNAF 4. Like, they made the teaser trailer in 2017, I think, which was ages ago. So they've updated Nightmare Fredbear a lot since. And, yeah, so. So the first teaser trailer that came out for Help Wanted was they made it in like 2017 for late 2018, or might have been early 2018, I can't remember. And then Nightmare Fredbear looked a lot like Nightmare Freddy, and lots of people weren't happy with how he looked. So you can see now he looks a lot better with purple bow tie, purple hat up top, like not gold eyes. It's looking really good. If it looks this good in the VR, then I think I'd be really impressed. Okay, next one is, yeah, Foxy. So you can see there's a plush, which is new, the gears, which are new. I don't know what that is. Wait. That doesn't look like anything interesting, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so he's looking really interesting. You might have to put his eye in here, where my mouse is, because in the original Five Nights at Freddy's, he does actually have 2 eyes, and his eye patch is open like half the time. It looks like your repair for this one is going to be putting in batteries the right way, and if you don't, then he'll jump scare you, etc. The plush is new because there's an old trailer with a picture of him like this, but the plush wasn't there. And I'm not sure if these numbers down here are important, but yeah. Okay, moving on. Mangle. So, one of the mini games at one of the conventions with Five Nights at Freddy's in it had Mangle, Bonnie, and FNAF 1. That took a while to get out. Yeah, so it had those 3 games as like a demo. So the Mangle one, you had to like close the vents and stuff and like keep power on while Mangle was trying to get you. So I'm assuming this is a mid jump scare from Mangle. Again, it looks really good, so I've got high hopes here. And yeah, you can kind of see the Mangle endoskeleton in the back, which is interesting. Okay. So yeah, you guys probably have seen this one before because it's a pretty early screenshot. It was when Circus Baby was walking around and you had the plushes to the right here. It was in like the first trailer. And yeah, that looks really good as well. So I think her eyes turned red when she saw you and she walked towards you. Anyway, yeah, you guys probably seen this one before, so I'll move on. This is a screenshot from the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 game. So they're remaking the first 5 games. Obviously, sister location of Fnaf World. They're remaking the first 5 games in VR. So Fnaf 1 was one of the demo mini games they had at the convention. And yeah, this looks really good. It's going to be interesting because you haven't got the camera like right up in your face. You can just look at the screen and then look to left to right. It looks really good when I was watching someone do it. And yeah, that's that for that. Oh yeah, the cupcakes looks really good as well. Here's another screenshot of Five Nights at Freddy's 3. It looks like because of the Foxy security camera. Yeah, everything here is looking really detailed, which is interesting. It's nice to know. And the light, I don't know what that will be used for because I don't think there was a light in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, was there? Anyway, not sure if data store is going to be anything interesting. You can see the fan here again, and this looks like the phone box that might have phone guy on it. And yeah, when you're picking things, I think this blue hand is going to appear so you can be more accurate with what you're pressing. Okay, I think this is Five Nights at Freddy's 4 again, but it looks like with FNAF 4 they've added a lot more. So yeah, they've added Bonnet, and I think they've added the Funtime animatronics as well. It might just be Funtime Freddy. Also, this is interesting because there was a theory going around, mainly because of MatPat, that the dollar-sized discs that are mentioned in the books are actually like mind control things that like make you hallucinate what the animatronics look like. And the Funtime animatronics with the disc on made the kid in FNAF 4 see Nightmare animatronics. So it's interesting that the Funtime ones are actually around here. So if you get what I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, here's just a close-up of Foxy from 4. It's pretty much the same. You can just see a lot better. It looks really good. And oh god, here's FNAF 2. It looks like from the tunnel. It's going to be interesting to see the animatronics move like this, because we've never actually seen them move properly in the game before, except for in FNAF 1 when Foxy ran down the hall, and even then it was like blurry and staticky and you couldn't really see. So yeah, he looks really creepy, like stalking like that. Also, he's taller than I thought. Or she actually, isn't it? It's Henry's daughter, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. So that looks really good. Then there's a close-up of the plushes. So as I was talking before, to the right of you with the baby screenshot in FNAF 4, you had the plushes next to you in the trailer. So I think that's just that. So this is the Chica repair. She had like cockroaches crawling around her in the trailer. She's missing her arm. There are some buttons by her teeth here. Yeah, it just looks like your normal repair thing, but I think you have to like clean her out and make her not disgusting. Here's a close-up of repairing Freddy. You can see the shoe here. Oh, you can see the shoe here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So moving on. So yes, it's FNAF 2 again. You can see Toy Freddy. Again, it's going to be interesting looking at the security cameras without it taking up all your screen. Also, I'm not sure how they're going to do the Freddy Fazbear mask. That'll be interesting to see. And you can see the phone in the bottom corner here, suggesting that Phone Guy is going to be calling you as usual. So here's a jump scare from Puppet. As many of you know, Puppet was one of the first animatronics. You can see over here, you can see the eye that lots of people were talking about in the original FNAF 2 when Puppet jump scared you. So yeah, that was where the whole soul inside the animatronics kind of thing started properly, I think. So yeah, as Puppet was one of the first animatronics, you can see they're quite used and withered. You can see on the lip, there's lots of scratches, and on the cheeks. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So some black marks on the arm here. This is the Bonnie repair. There's a demo for this, so I won't talk about this as much. You had to like tune his guitar and like take off his face and stuff like that. It's not. There's Springtrap. He's looking ominous as ever. So yeah, I think with this one it's going to be a lot closer to the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 game. So it looks like you still have to look to the left to do the error corrections and look to the right for the security cameras. I think it'll be a lot closer to the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 than the other ones are going to be to their games. It's looking really good again, yeah. So yeah, this is Five Nights at Freddy's 1. You can see Chica here. It's a lot more zoomed out than the last one, so I think this is most likely the perspective you'll have in the actual game. So yeah, that's interesting as well. All the photos and everything, they look really good. I mean, not like the actual posters are well drawn, it's just the graphics and everything in the game look amazing. Except for that ball, that looks horrible. Yeah, so I think they're going to stick with the Bonnie shadow in the FNAF 1 demo. They just had the shadow instead of Bonnie being there, which is also a nice touch of nostalgia back to the first game. Yeah, and that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope if you didn't know much about the new FNAF teasers, you now know more. And yeah, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.